Hi, my name is Patricia, and this is my feed forward, pay it forward video. So this course, immediately what I first noticed was that it wasn't what I was used to. What I'm used to is modules, and after every module, um, uh, there's what Dwayne calls a recipe on instructions and rubric, and it changes for each module activity. And when I noticed that that was missing and there was just one slip at the back that had some really vague rubric, I was kind of confused. So during the first meeting with Dwayne, I asked, is the rubric missing for each activity? What's going on? And he said, nope, I'm not going to give you the recipe. And that was tough for me because I like the recipe. I want you to spell it out. Like I can think for myself, but I have ADHD. So if you let me go off on a tangent and think for myself, I'll go off and waste so much time. So I like it when things are kind of spelled out. So if you're like me, just read through and be prepared for the fact that the instructions and technical specifications aren't necessarily what you will see in a lot of the other courses. My next tip is the software. So if you haven't taken, I don't know, one of Dwayne's classes or one of the electives that have got you to do a video before, then you really need to start learning a software now, unless you already know a software from outside of this program. Um, a video software can be tough to learn. I'm pretty computer savvy and I started from scratch. I chose Wondershare Filmora and I knew to watch the tutorials. I troubleshot with just Googling with what I want to do, how to do it. And it was frustrating. It was super frustrating because I know what I wanted to do and I didn't know what button did it. And there was just so much stuff that you could do within this software um, that it muddled up my vision on where I actually needed to go just to do the simplest thing. So get to know your software early if this is the first time using a like a screen capture video software tool, because that will likely cause you some frustration. So finally, maybe I talk too much, but my suggestion is to time out what you're going to say because 3 to 5 minutes is actually super short. I've been in other courses in the PIDP program where your video has to be like 10, 15 minutes, 20, 25 minutes. And you kind of start storyboarding what you want to say and writing things down. And you go, okay. And you go and you go and do a draft, and all of a sudden I had like 7, 8, 9 minutes. And I'm like, oh my goodness. So now I've got to cut all of that back. And it's always nice to have extra than not enough, but that was basically all brainstorming and drafting work that didn't really need to be done. So understand that 3 to 5 minutes for all these activities is actually super short. If you're used to doing all those other classes that had such long videos required in them.